Hello everyone, welcome to the second lecture of Compile with Gaurav. This lecture is on data types in Java. Why I have decided to make especially the video on data types because this is one of the most asked question in interview. Generally in interviews, the various interviews are asked what is the data type, what are primitive data type, what are non-primitive data type. First of all, what is data type? Data type is nothing but it is just a type given to the variable or the data you are taking. Suppose you are taking a equal to 10, then you are going to define a belongs to which category of data. So that is int a or char a, float a. Basically it is a way to define your variable is belonging to which category of data. Then data types are defined into two categories depending upon how they are used or depending upon their size or depending upon their uses. There are two type of data types. One is primitive, another is non-primitive. Basically, the primitive data types are those data types which are defined by the makers of the language. Basically, boolean, char, float, double, all those are defined by the makers of the language. How you can differentiate? Then the question come into your mind: how you can differentiate between what are the primitive data types and what are the non-primitive data types if you don't know about them? So you can basically differentiate between them by looking at the name of data type. All the name of the primitive data types start with a small character. C. Boolean start with a small b. Char start with a small c. Float start with a small f. But in case of non-primitive data type, the name of the data type start with a capital letter. Basically, non-primitive data type act as a reference to a method, or they also act as a class. Uh, let's move on. So as you know, the primitive data type are of fixed size, such as byte is of 1 byte, short is of 2 byte, int is of 4 byte, long is of 8 byte, and so on. You should also have to remember the size of all those data types. Basically, the list or the table that is given in this image. So please remember it. It may be asked by interviewer during your interview. But there is nothing in a case of non-primitive data type. You can make array of any size. You can also make string of any length. The length of class is also a variable length. Basically, the length of class depend upon the number of method present in it or the number of data types inside the class. Means member function or member data inside the class. So this is all about primitive and non-primitive data type. Let's come to the basically what is the difference between primitive and non-primitive data type. As I have said, non-primitive data type are called reference type because they refer to object. होता क्या है, नॉन प्रिमिटिव डेटा टाइप जितने हैं वो एक रेफरेंस की तरह काम करते हैं, वो किसी एक मेथड को रेफर करते हैं. उसके बाद अगला पॉइंट ये है, द मेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रिमिटिव एंड नॉन प्रिमिटिव डेटा टाइप्स आर प्रिमिटिव टाइप्स आर प्री डिफाइंड. जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया, जितने भी प्रिमिटिव टाइप डेटा टाइप है वो जावा के डेवलपर के द्वारा ऑलरेडी डिफाइन किए गए हैं, लेकिन नॉन प्रिमिटिव डेटा टाइप जितने भी हैं वो प्रोग्रामर और यूजर के हिसाब से डिफाइन किए जाते हैं. नॉन प्रिमिटिव types can be used to call method to perform certain operation. जैसा कि मैंने बताया ये एक रेफरेंस की तरह यूज होते हैं, तो इन्हें हम लोग यूज करके किसी एक सर्टेन फंक्शन को किसी एक सर्टेन मेथड को कॉल कर सकते हैं. बट ये प्रिमिटिव के केस में ऐसा नहीं है. अ प्रिमिटिव टाइप हैज ऑलवेज अ वैल्यू while नॉन प्रिमिटिव टाइप कैन बी अ नल. मतलब आप प्रिमिटिव टाइप का कोई भी एक डेटा टाइप लेते हैं तो उसका एक वैल्यू असाइन करना होता है, मींस इट विल कंटेन अ सर्टेन वैल्यू. अब प्रिमिटिव टाइप स्टार्ट विथ अ लोअर केस. जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया कि जितने भी प्रिमिटिव टाइप के डेटा टाइप है उनका नाम का पहला कैरेक्टर हमेशा लोअर होगा, लेकिन ऐसा नॉन प्रिमिटिव टाइप के साथ में नहीं है. वही इस पॉइंट में लिखा गया है, अ प्रिमिटिव टाइप ऑलवेज a primitive type always start with a lower case while non-primitive type start with a uppercase letter. The size of primitive type depends upon the data type. जैसा कि इस चार्ट में बताया जा रहा है कि जितने भी प्रिमिटिव टाइप डेटा टाइप है सबका साइज एक फिक्स है. The size of primitive types data types depend upon the data type, while non-primitive have all of same size. Okay. So after this let's come to example. मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल कोड लिख करके दिखाऊंगा. बेसिकली इस वीडियो सीरीज का मकसद ही है आपको कोड रेडी बनाना. So let's move to a coding section. Okay, so let's come to the coding section. As I have told you in last video that I am using this compiler, online compiler. So in this coding I am taking boolean type. Basically boolean are the least used data types. So I am giving you example of boolean. Okay, so let me write the code. Public static void main strings are, as I have told you in the last video what is the meaning of this line. Okay, equal to 20. I'm taking a boolean type of data type. B1 equal to true. Basically what is the case with a boolean, that boolean data type takes two type of value. One is true and another is false. That's why the length of boolean is of 1 byte. Means if you are take as you know truth table, if you have only a and it will have a two type of value, that is a is either 1 or either 0. That's why boolean takes only two type of value, one is true and one is false, and it's have a length of 1 byte. Okay, boolean to false. Two. And big one. If num1 is smaller than num2, else front element p2. Okay, so this is the code. Here is a condition, that is if number first number is smaller than the second number, then it will print b1, that is it will print a true. As a given example that I have taken, num1 that is a 10 and num2 it is a 20, so the condition is true, that's why it is printing b1 that is a true value. So I am changing the value, I am making num1 greater than num2. Let's compile it and see what will be the output of the code. Now it is a false, so you get the point. Boolean basically store two type of value, that is true or false, and depending upon the condition you can take in return you can take the value of true and false, so on. So this is all for today. In next lecture I am planning to make a video upon the loops, and loops we are going to talk about for loop, while loop, and little bit of do while loop, because do while loop is not come into the more utilization. We use for and while as much as possible, and after that I will also make a video on scanner input. I think I will try to make about loop and input, scanner input in the same lecture. Then I will make one video on wrapper class. Then we will going to move to a some standard coding problem. And so this is all for today. So okay, if you have enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any queries, please post your query in comment section. Thank you everyone for watching this video.